Hello, guys, and welcome back to the DevSecOps series. So, today we are going to cover what is called as secret detection and management. So, you might have somehow someday used any secret key, consider it as a password, the API tokens that you use to access any kind of online resources. Okay, either it is related to your organization or related to your project work, you might be using certain kind of tokens. So, how do we ensure that those tokens are of utmost importance and they are securely stored in our day-to-day development works that we do? So this is what we will learn about today. So remember that a secret or an API token or any kind of tokens you usually use, they are really important to access your resources. So if someone gets the hold of that particular kind of key and they know somehow, or they get to know somehow that it is used to decrypt any database, so they would directly have the access to that particular database without you knowing that someone accessed it using your own credentials. So that's how it works. So let's begin with our today's session with the secret detection and management stuff. So remember keywords like discover, restrict, protect, and then rotate the keys. So let's dive. Let's dive into the topic. I don't remember how to say that stuff. But see, what we are going to learn about in our today's video is regarding these few stuff. What is secret detection? Okay, first of all, what is a secret, and then why it is important to detect such secrets. Then there are certain common areas where you can find these secrets, and there are ways you can somehow by mistake leak those secrets. So we will see where you can have the potential of losing those stuff. Then there are different detection techniques wherein in your code base or in the tools that you use, we would somehow apply these particular tools or techniques and then search for these secrets if they are exposed somehow. Then there are certain best practices that we are going to look for the secret detection, and certain different tools we would see while we go through in these topics. So, what's next is that secret detection. Just a second, let me correct this stuff. Okay, I'll be sitting here. Let me just. Okay, cool. So, what is secret detection? It refers basically to a process, okay, of what like detecting something means what it is to identify. So, identify the secrets, then preventing and then mitigating the exposure of sensitive information, such as what API keys, passwords, SSH keys that are used to directly log into your virtual machines for shell. Okay, then database credential, encryption keys, cloud provider tokens, and then certificates or any other private keys. So these are the different sensitive keys or information that you have in your organization when we only talk about development works. Okay, not anything else apart from that. So these things must be protected. If they are leaked, it could cause a data breach, a privilege escalation, or an unauthorized system access. Imagine you are holding the database of any defense organization and somehow you lost the keys of your database or the project that you are working on. And let's say someone gets the access, what will happen? They could either sell this data to any rival country, and then using this data they could either create any adversary tool to attack you in that sense. So it's really heavy if we kind of do such kind of mistakes. Then on the next slide, we have why is it important to detect this particular secret? So as we already seen in the previous slide, It is to prevent breaches, then for compliance purpose, and then shift left security as we are talking about it from the beginning, and then protect the environments. Either majorly cloud environments are having this access using tokens. So to prevent breaches, leaked secrets can allow attackers to directly access infrastructure or databases that you carry or you have. Then many regulation bodies or regulatory authorities, made it a kind of mandate, to protect your sensitive credentials, because they know uh, the negative impact of something getting leaked. So that's why you can see GDPR, HIPAA, and PCI DSS that we are going to study in our further videos later on in compliance section. We would learn how these compliances enforce you to, uh, enable secret detection. Then shift left security is like catching leaks early in development reduces risks and cost. So it is a no-brainer, so to say. Then cloud tokens often provide wide access, because either it is either protected by an IAM or a policy or not. If not, then it would give really wide access. If it is protected by IAM access, then there could be certain limitations to the actions that could be taken using these particular keys. So I hope you grasp the concept of IAM. If not, again we will see it in the AWS series later on. Then there are certain common areas, as I mentioned earlier, that you can find your secrets. So majorly what developer do is like while they are developing their code or any application code, what they do is kind of they write the code, and somehow if they have to uh, call certain APIs or any cloud resources, what they do is they hard code their you know that API keys or any kind of tokens in their code base, saying that okay, this is a Git repository token, or this is a AWS Lambda function invoking token, or this is a database fetch credentials. So if they kind of add it in their code base, and then they somehow commit that change code changes. Okay, they tested those changes, and then they are sure, okay, that is working fine. Now let's push this code in our repository. Now once this is pushed into the repository, if you do not have any secret push protection feature enabled, these secrets or these tokens would be directly pushed into your repositories. Now those people who have the access to your secrets, I mean to your repository, they could easily see these particular secrets in the code commits that you have made. So that is why you should be really focusing on this particular uh, source code repositories, and then whenever you are creating in commits, you should be aware of what you are committing and you should review them. And also there is a feature in GitHub and GitLab to stop the developers from doing that. So we have already seen it in GitHub Advanced Security. If you want to go through it, you can again go to our YouTube playlist and check for GitHub Advanced Security. In that there is a section for secret detection. So there is what we have discussed is how to enable that particular feature. Then Docker images and containers, whenever you build or write any Docker files, somehow people could mistakenly add this particular secrets in it. Then CI/CD pipelines, we usually trigger these things, and then CI/CD pipelines require excessive access to, I mean, explicit access to certain different registries or cloud environments. And when you do it, you are bound to use these tokens in the CI/CD pipeline configuration pages. So YAML files, okay, so configuration file, YAML files, JSON or .env files are where you can find them mostly when you are working with CI/CD pipelines. So make sure you do not commit anything. Use the variable section or the secret section in GitLab or GitHub to avoid exposing your secrets in the pipelines. Then logs and monitoring tools, and then chat ops or collaboration teams. Somehow you on your team's app, you can share this password to certain some person who might be in your development team, who might be your colleague, or in an email if you want to give access to certain person, and by mistakenly somehow it got leaked. then it could be a threat to you guys. So the better way is to rotate these particular keys or share certain one-time accessible keys who have sort kind of expiration date. So we will see these methods how to avoid encountering into this particular leakage problems for the secrets in our next slides. So I hope you got the common areas where we can find these particular leaked secrets. Then next is this stuff. Let me just reorder myself. Cool. Now, there are different detection techniques that we can use in order to find out anything that is, kind of matching to your secrets in the, repository or wherever you store your database or see, I mean, not database, your secret, your source code, your CI/CD pipeline configurations, and your Docker files. So the techniques are like pattern matching, which are regular expression based. You can see like Amazon keys start like this, SonarQube keys start like this, and then GitHub secrets or GitHub security keys start like this particular uh, patterns. Then you can enter a regular expression in your policies that could check for certain patterns and then flag it whenever they find it in any kind of line of your pages or your code base, and it would show you, okay, on this particular page I found something starting with this pattern, and I think it is probably a secret that you should mask. So that's how a pattern matching secret detection technique would work. Then entropy based detection, okay, it finds out any random looking string that are most likely to be kind of secret. So secrets are like just AXZ1284 like that. Okay, so it would, like, while you are coding you would not certainly write certain strings with that particular randomness. So that is the reason an entropy based detection method would find out random strings and then say, okay, this is a something random stuff. Is it a certificate? Is it a token? Is it a secret key or is it a password? I think you should look into it, and if it finds such things, it would again report it to you. Then contextual scanning, it would look at certain preceding keys or post certain token that you might have in case of certificates or SSH tokens. So you would find certain keys like passwords or tokens earlier or after the token is placed, which is called as contextual scanning. Then it will certainly highlight this thing. Okay, is it a GitLab API credential or GitLab API token? No, okay, no, okay, it is. Then I would highlight it. So that is a contextual scanning. Then machine learning and AI models to use. I mean, using this, you can find out secrets like with high accuracy. So AI ML can help you in doing that job. It's a great tool to be integrated in your security systems. Then metadata and policy checks. So it would go through all the secret that you might commit in any kind of protected branches or non-protected branches before you push the code. So as I mentioned, you should enable these kind of policy checks when developers are working on your products. So this is how it goes ahead. And then next is where it is. So herein we would also mention certain tools that you can go for. Best practice for secret detection. So you can use any secret scanning tool as I mentioned. It would scan either on based on the previously mentioned techniques. Okay, either it would be entropy based or contextual based, or might be anything simple as a regular expression starting or ending of this particular string. So you can have these secret scanner tools, like open source tools are there and commercial tools are there. So git leaks, trufflehog detect secrets, then are open source. You can integrate in like the CLI of your uh, applications or CI/CD pipelines, and then it would find it in your application code. uh, then Git Guardian, Sneak, Spectral Ops, Checkmarks, these are the different commercial tools that you can opt out for. Integrate into CI/CD to block commits with secrets. As I mentioned, if someone tries to push or merge any secrets in your protected branches, then you should block those particular commits. Okay. Then rotate leaked keys. Now, let's say if you found any leaked key which is used for certain purpose. Now, what to do? Either you can change it, delete it, or you can rotate it. That's what we say. So if you found it, but you have to use that stuff in your uh, project. So you should not be using the same key that was leaked. You should immediately rotate that key once found and then use a new key instead of this leaked secret. Then use secret managers like HashiCorp Vault, AWS Secret Manager, Azure Key Vault, or Google Secret Manager, and there are a lot of vendors that you can use it. And then never hard code secrets into code. That's what we have been discussing for so long. So use environment variables or secret management system, as in here mentioned, to make your application or your services or your APIs or your users use these keys from the secret management tool. Okay, instead of directly hard coding it into your code base. Then enable GitHub and GitLab built-in secret scanning features to avoid accidental commits of secrets into the repositories. So we have already seen this particular feature in our GitHub Advanced Security topic, and you can find it in our DevSecOps playlist. So that's all about secret detection and management. I hope you got the importance of detecting secrets. If there is a treasure that you have and you give someone the key to unlock it, then God forbid what would happen. You are already aware about the consequence. So whenever someone asks you this question, okay, tell me how would you approach to um, you know prevent a user from committing secrets in your code repositories. You can go through the stuff that we mentioned and also mention these keywords. Okay, discover, restrict, protect, and protect. Protect and not rotate. This would make them aware of the thing that you already know about the seriousness of a leaked secret. So first step is to discover. Another step you can take is to restrict someone from committing it. Then other way is you can protect your secrets by masking them or encrypting them in certain ways. And then if they are leaked, you can rotate them on a timely basis, either 6 months, 2 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever your organization policy says. So in a way, you set an expiration policy for your secrets, whatever they are used. That's how you can protect your treasure. So one key and entire loss of the system. To prevent that, you have to make sure you include this secret detection and management techniques in your DevSecOps pipelines, and your experience would speak for that. So that's all for today's video, and by this we have concluded the secret detections and management part of our series. Okay, this one, and I would heavily appreciate if you guys like the content, press the like button, and then share and subscribe with your community peoples, and not peoples is a wrong word, people. And then um, keep learning, as I always say. So that's all for our today's video, and we will meet in our next video, which is going to deal about the infrastructure as code and configuration management security. So keep learning until then, and have a good day. Bye.